never feel good about getting up and heading to work on Mondays? Do you feel unchallenged, unhappy, or not in control at your workplace? And is your boss the worst? Do your co-workers complain all the time? We all want happiness, don't we? And there are so many ways to get that. You could exercise, express gratitude, or start a new project. But how will you get satisfied in your career? You hate your boss, your co-workers give you a cold shoulder, and your to-do list is terribly long. All of these sound like valid reasons to hate your job. But the truth is that there are some underlying reasons that actually make you unhappy at work. And today I'm going to share with you reasons that you're not enjoying your work. And even better, I'm going to tell you how to solve these problems. So my name is Michelle and you're watching me on Skillopedia, the place to develop skills for the real world. Let's start. So have you heard yourself say, I hate my co-workers? If your answer is yes, the real reason might not be the people, but it could be the culture of your organization. Let me tell you why. So if you feel ganged up or left out and you find yourself arguing a lot, the problem is the culture of your organization. Now that we know the problem, let's see what is the solution. So the solution is, if the culture is not the right match for you, you should consider moving on. So basically, if the workplace culture doesn't match with your personality, there are high chances that people won't match with you either. They won't gel with you. For example, if the business relies on competition between co-workers and you're not a competitive type, then you're not going to enjoy your job. And that's ultimately going to make you hate the guy who's constantly trying to compete with you, even if in doing this, he's just getting his job done. But I understand, leaving the job may not be possible for everybody. So what could you do is you could figure out how to make your environment less stressful. For that, if there are people around you that you particularly don't like, make sure you take your lunch an hour after or before they do. Or you could request a change of your desk. And think about the end game, which means, in other words, focus on your work and your goals. If you want to make a smart move, give yourself about 18 to 24 months, that could be a time limit. And during that time, look for a promotion and get it. Work hard for it. And then you can start looking for your next job. Do you also find yourself grumbling about your current job by saying something like, I'm underpaid? Again, if your answer is yes, the real reason behind you feeling this way is that you feel suffocated and unfulfilled, which means you don't feel satisfied every time you look at your paycheck. Now let's talk about the solution to this issue. You should try to find out what opportunities exist for you, not only to get promoted to a higher paying job, but even to contribute more to the company where you're working. So making a lot of money definitely makes life easier and it makes you happy. You pay your bills, you even have a little left over for the fun stuff. But if you hang your happiness on the paychecks, you're actually in a problem. You have to show up, you have to perform, and ideally you have to feel satisfied by the work you do. If you feel fulfilled professionally and are given the freedom to be creative and to develop new ideas on the job, you will naturally be satisfied, which goes way beyond the paycheck. So the key is, instead of asking for a raise, ask your boss for ways you can contribute more to the team. Give them ideas on how things could be done more efficiently in your company. Do you have an idea for a new product? Take a deep breath and pitch it. When your paycheck isn't your only way to be satisfied at work, you're bound to feel more fulfilled. I've heard people say, I feel trapped in this job. What's your answer? Yes? No? Do you feel trapped in your job? The real reason behind feeling trapped in your job is that you are bored and your job doesn't challenge you anymore. But still, quitting is not always an option. You hate Mondays and the days feel so long for you. I know it seems very sad and very hopeless, but I have a fix for this problem as well. So you need to find inspiration outside of work. So to motivate yourself, you can find a mentor, a person who can advise you correctly about your career, or go to a career related conference which will remind you of why you chose your profession in the first place. Or even better, you can become a mentor yourself. Sometimes motivating others can motivate you as well. And if none of these work, stop trying to find your inspiration at work by physically challenging yourself. For example, take a walk, go for a run, or find something you're interested in and do that. And when you get involved in something you are interested in, your work day can feel less boring and you have something else to look forward to as well. So, this is the way to solve the trapped feeling on the job. Ask yourself, when was the last time you took an assignment that truly challenged you? So, challenge yourself, and that will help you not feel trapped at your workplace. I've heard people often complain, I hate my boss. But when I went to the actual root of this problem, I found out that the real reason behind it could be that your boss does not recognize your efforts, which cause you to feel unappreciated or bitter. Now, the solution to this problem is you can ask your boss for feedback on your performance, and you can also give him some feedback in return if he asks you. And this is going to help you to feel more motivated and happy about your job. The same is true if his or her management style is not same as yours. If your boss uses yelling and name calling to get results out of you, that's not what motivates you. You will learn to hate those weekly staff meetings if this continues. But hatred can be diffused by communication. What I mean is, you must talk to your boss about the things that you don't like. For example, if your boss is a screamer, I'd say you tell him about it. You could say, I know you must be frustrated and I know it's a hard job, but I'm going to perform better if you don't scream at me. To give you an example, one of my previous bosses replied to this statement by saying, I didn't realize I was rude. And one of them even said, I didn't realize I was raising my voice to that degree. So you could be honest to your boss about your needs, and sometimes you'll be absolutely surprised to see that they understand you, but just that they did not realize how they were behaving towards you. So here are 5 real reasons because of which you could be hating your job. The culture of your organization, you feel suffocated, you feel unfulfilled every time you look at your paycheck, you could be feeling trapped in your job because it doesn't challenge you, or your boss doesn't fully recognize your efforts, which makes you feel bitter. But today, you didn't only go through the problems, you also learned solutions to overcome these problems in order to start enjoying your job again. So this brings us to the end of the session, and I hope today what you've learned will make you feel better and more motivated to go to your workplace on Mondays. So thank you so much for staying with me. See you very soon in another session on Skillopedia. Till then, keep enjoying your work. Bye-bye.